Hey guys, I'm Ther and welcome to this ChE calculation series video on iteration. So iteration is usually used kapag shift solve is not possible and usually ginagamit ito sa ating VLE calculations sa 101 and sa ating fixed point iteration sa 105 as well as wide range of applications really. Itong dalawang to yung applications na makikita nyo this first year nyo sa ChE. So this involves repeatedly solving our equation, and what better way to show that than by our first example. So let's try solving for the equation x squared equals 5 plus ln x using iteration. So usually nagiging applicable yung ating iteration when this variable or one of our variables, in this case x, appears on both sides of the equation. Obviously, in this case, technically, pwede tayong gumamit ng shift solve, but for the sake of exemplification, gagamit tayo ng iteration. So what we do is we convert this form into a form that such that yung matitira dito sa isang side is just x. So let's get our calculator. And then let's plug in itong equation sa ating kanan. So we have square root of 5 plus ln of x. So what we do is we start with a initial guess. So I click calc there. So makapag-input tayo ng any initial guess for x. In this case, let's try 3. So may lalabas tayong value. Observe na this value, nung nag-plug in tayo ng x, results to a certain value here, which is a new x. Ngayon, ang gagawin natin is, itong x na to, ang ipapasok naman natin sa ating equation na nauna. Such that, paulit-ulit natin gagawin yung equation na yon until we arrive at some value. So, one way to do that, more simply, is just, let's change x into answer. So, yung lumabas na answer kanina, siya na yung pinapasok natin dito ngayon. So, let's try that. So, may lalabas ka na namang answer. And, to speed up our process, pwedeng i-click na lang natin yung equal sign ng paulit-ulit. So kung napapansin nyo, nag-iiba yung mga numbers. And sa huli, so let's try to click one more and look at our numbers hindi na siya nagbago. Meaning we approach some value already. And this is the answer to our equation, 2.4262. So let's also try this other example for iteration. Let's go with a more complicated equation. So ayan, medyo complex equation na siya. But one thing to notice lang is that notice na itong t dito also appears on the other side of our equation. T here, t here, t here, and t here. So this is one of those cases where t could be difficult to shift solve or to isolate. Therefore, iteration may be the best way to solve for this one. So let's just try to plug everything sa ating calculator. So observe na itong mga numbers na to is nilagay na natin yan without regard for unit para lang mas maintindihan nyo siya this time around. So let's try to just plug everything here. So, wait lang kayo dyan. So, ayan, nakompleto na natin yung equation. So, tignan natin kung tama siya. So, ayan yung T naught. Ito yung ating Q. Ito yung N. Ito si R. Ito si A. Then, B over 2 times T plus T naught. Since C is 0, tinanggal na natin tong term na to. So, mas madali siya para sa atin. Ito yung D. Then, this is 1 over T times T naught. So, we can just use calc and plug in an initial guess. So, kunwari 350 ang initial guess natin. So, oh, there we go. That's a very, very high number. Super weird. So, anyway, let's try to iterate pa rin by changing yung x with answer para mag-plug in dyan yung next na number natin. So, ayan. So, let's try and i-equals na natin siya. So, you get some number again. So, 1216.799. So, let's try again. Iterate again. And again. So, tuloy-tuloy natin siyang iterate. And eventually, we will come to a point na same na yung lumalabas na number. Meaning, ito ang ating final answer. 1252.776421. So thank you very much. That's all for iteration. And if you have any more questions, don't be afraid to ask your academic affairs committee. And see you in the next video.